is 10 to 7, and I just woke up. Usually I wake up more like 6:30, but I slept in a little bit today, so on with the day.
Today's the Homeschool Life.
You're welcome to take along.
So my routine is usually get up at 6:30, sometimes 6 depending, and just have some me time. The kids aren't usually up till 7, so if I don't get up before 7, then I don't get time with my coffee by myself and usually on my phone or whatever. And so the things that I do the evening before I start my day, I try to get all of the kids' schoolwork on their clipboards, the worksheets that they're going to need to do today. I try to make sure I get the dishes done and the kitchen cleaned up from supper, which I didn't last night. I cheated. I was lazy and I sat on my phone and I watched a show. So I'm going to have to do that today. And, oh yeah, let me show you what else I had to do last night. There's this little note. My big boy lost a tooth, another tooth last night. It says 8th tooth. So I had my notes. That's the other thing I had to do last night, which I did. Put it under his pillow. And anyway, so then I'm basically a housecoat mom till probably like 9 o'clock. Like, I'm not the mom that gets up and does her hair and makeup and gets dressed right away. Sometimes we don't even do the hair and makeup thing, but I probably will today since I'm doing a video. So you guys don't have to look at this face all through the day. I hear a boy coming up the stairs. Morning. Did the tooth fairy come?
Yes.
Yes. And did she leave anything under your pillow?
Of course she did.
Of course. That's great. Who's the tooth fairy in real life?
Just my mom.
This is where our living room is upstairs, so that's where we have coffee. So what do I look at while I drink my coffee? So the other thing I can do the night before, but I didn't last night, is I get out my planner. So this is from another day. So this is my planner. It's on my website. It's what I use because I need to, and there's no other planner that has everything. So I just have some things that I want to do in my year, and this is what I look at every day. Let's just move these out of the way. I made bugs the other day. Okay, so basically every day I do a new daily sheet, and this is my weekly stuff that I need to do and my monthly stuff that we need to do. I use this for household and for school. So every day or at night I do the daily thing. So when I'm recording this, let me actually just check the date. So sometimes I fill this part out, sometimes not. If I get some inspiration today, I might fill it in. But basically, I just keep my household stuff here. My school stuff is on this side, and it just lets me check things off as we go. Also, household stuff here, school stuff here. I do my, the things that are on my loops are usually over here. And then turn this a little bit. There you can see my monthly stuff. So we're going to see what I need to do this week. So I've done garbages, and these are just basically chores. And then I use this, I use this part for my meal prep, what I need to do, and I have to check out my meal plan here to see what I have to do tonight. Okay, so Wednesday I have roast, so I'm going to need to take the roast out, and I'm going to need to start the roast, and I'm going to just guess 3 p.m. And I have my meal prep right there. I can also see that we have no appointments today, so we are home all day long. For the sake of just being real, I'm going to be embarrassed and just give you a glimpse of my kitchen. Now, this is what happens when I don't tidy up in the evening. So we're going to open this baby back up and load her up. Okay, we're getting there. So fun story about the tooth fairy thing. So last time my kid lost a tooth, he's like, Mom, he woke up the next morning, he's like, there's nothing under my pillow. You have to put a sticky note on, don't forget. So I had to like write him a little apology note. And the tooth fairy, like he knows it's just me, but I had to write him a little apology note. And anyways, so that was really cute. But the time before that, he was like, 2 teeth ago, he was like, Mom, you always forget, take a sticky note and I'll draw a picture of the tooth fairy and you can put it on your bedroom door so that you remember. Anyway, so that's why the sticky note this time, but it works. There's only been 2 teeth out of 8 that I've actually remembered on time to go be the tooth fairy. So, mom fail. Anyway, I would usually be brushing my teeth right now. My youngest kids are usually up by now. It's after 7:30, but they're not. So I'm just gonna get ready while they're sleeping and we'll all brush teeth together when they wake up. I like makeup, but I don't really know what I'm doing with a lot of makeup. I never do full coverage because my skin thinks that I'm still a teenager. So I put a little bit of foundation around my eyes so I don't look like a zombie. And that's it for foundation. Powder, whatever. Yeah, otherwise I always have issues. I've tried quality brands, whatever. Put a little mascara on. I usually don't go with like the whole eyeshadow thing and everything unless I'm going out of the house, which I'm not today. So this mascara is for you guys and for hubby when he gets home. Okay, so I got dressed, got skinny pants and shirt. Does anyone call them skinny pants anymore? I feel like everyone calls them tights. When I was a kid and they were cool, they were skinny pants. Anyway, whatever. So I'm dressed. I gotta do morning meds for the dog. Seriously, my baby's still sleeping. It's 8 o'clock. My middle kid and my baby are still asleep, and this never happens. So good thing that I focus on routine instead of time. I'm not like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's not me at all, but I do like routine. So when we wake up, we're gonna brush our teeth and get started, but they're not up yet. So I guess I get to have a little more coffee. And I'm gonna go give the dog some medicine. Nice, we got this bad boy. Hi, Brody. Huh? Hello, Mr. Brody got fixed. Whoops, got fixed 2 days ago. So he's hurting a little bit. What is that? You want it? Oh, does it taste so good? Tastes so good. Hope you feel better. Poor guy. You are muddy. What were you doing? Alright. Okay, feed time. Do you want to feed Brody and then you can get some screen time?
Okay, because I get 10 minutes.
Yep.
5 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes for food. Shared before, we do like these chore sticks, and so my kids can earn screen time with their chores. So we have a cat too, but it used to be feed the cat. And then I have minutes on the back. So anyway, 5 minutes for feeding the food bowl, 5 minutes for feeding the water bowl. So they can have 10 minutes, and it's a really, really good motivator. So good. We don't have, my kids are 4 and 6 and 0. So we don't have like chores that are like set that they have to do. Like they do make their bed, they do brush their teeth, but like extra stuff that like you don't need for life, to function, I guess. Like they get screen time minutes. My other boy's up, yay! So yeah, like all the other stuff that you don't really have to do to help mom, you can do to get some screen time and to be helpful. It's working so well. The kids really want screen time, so they're motivated, which is the main thing. And then, like, I don't include things like brush your teeth because I'm sorry if you have a bad attitude and you don't want screen time right now, you still have to brush your teeth. So we don't use them for that kind of thing, but just for like house chores and stuff like that. Then we use the chore sticks. This little man does have some complex health, so we got some meds to do for him too. Hey bud, are you willing to take the compost out for some more screen time?
So I can take it for more screen time.
Okay. The cool thing about the screen time thing is that you can follow through right away, especially if you're first using it. You want to be like, no, if you do it, you get this. So if you're good at follow through though, you can also be like, can you do this chore? You can earn screen time. So it doesn't have to be right now, but it can be after school or after breakfast. We sprinkle it throughout the day, but like I want to get started on the day because we're already kind of pushing after 8 o'clock. So when my boy comes in, then I'll just let him know like, okay, you earn screen time. We're going to write it down on the board and we're going to start with brushing our teeth, making our bed, and doing our morning routine. So he will probably get screen time after our morning routine. Girl, hi, good morning. Did you have a good sleep? Yeah? Oh. Oh. Okay guys, go brush your teeth and make your beds, and we'll meet at the table for breakfast and Bible, okay? I will try to lead by example and make my bed too. Something that our dental assistant actually suggested to us about brushing teeth, which I thought was fantastic, was to make sure that you get your kids to brush your teeth twice a day, which we never do, well, until recently. Anyways, but she said, like, help them in the nighttime, like, make sure they do a good job in the nighttime, but in the daytime, in the morning, just send them on their own. So they're brushing twice a day, but, like, one you know is a really good brushing. So, anyway, how to make a fancy bed, guys. This is my bed. It's made. So now I'm gonna go and get breakfast ready, and I don't get like we're gonna have cereal. Sometimes I'll make muffins or something like that, but I'm mostly like getting a bottle ready for little baby girl and whatever. Get some food out on the table. Okay, morning basket time. We're gonna head downstairs. So this room is a homeschooling room that we just created. I didn't think we'd be using it that much, but we actually are. It looks awful right now, but it's hopefully gonna be renovated before the winter. Stay tuned. All right, so in our morning basket, we have our weather board, our calendar, our speech therapy chart, and our reading books. You guys each choose your Bob book.
Bye-bye.
You got your Bob book, and you get your Bob book, buddy. Here.
Okay.
Okay.
My brother's first ever Bob book.
Okay, let's hear it. Read the story.
It's called Go Bus.
Morning basket is to keep it really light and fun. Last year we did morning basket on the couch. Anything that we could do on the couch we would do. I would nurse baby. This year baby's a little older, so we have this this black mat which works really well, and we just sit here. I have a basket of toys for baby, and I close the door so she doesn't run away. And yeah, we just go through our morning basket with our reading books and all of our things that we do, and it works really well just for us to have some fun. It feels like playtime, which is my goal for morning basket, is to make it not like long and drawn out, but make it feel fun and feel like playtime so that it can be just a positive time in the day, and it's a great way to start the school. So now everybody's gonna go for a break. I think my oldest is gonna get his screen time that he earned, and my middle boy wants to finish his coloring from upstairs, so I think he's gonna go do that. And I will probably finish cleaning my kitchen. So this man wants to get a little more screen time, so he is gonna practice his piano. Do you have your book? I'll get your book. So basically, however many minutes they're on the piano, they get that many minutes in screen time. It's not important for me yet to make them practice, so this is just a motivation. It's optional. If they feel like practicing, cool. If not, that's fine too. So I'm going to give you a little tour. There's my babies. They're growing. And then over here, I have this lovely guy. I love this thing. It gave me a baby already. It's awesome. And then we have these little guys. This is like some kind of like thing with hearts on it. Can you guys see? Where's my camera pointing? Oh, right there. Okay. Anyway, and then there's like this little guy and this little guy. So these ones are succulents. If you look at this guy, he's got these little heart-shaped sort of leaves. I don't know what it's called. A friend gave him to me. He's not doing so good. I'm hoping this window will be good to him. Those are my other babies. This is one of my favorites. It's a combination. I don't even know what they're called, but they're both kind of succulent sort of plants, and they look beautiful. Then I have this little guy. He was just a tropical tree that I got at like Giant Tiger. And here's my jade plant, who really needs a new pot. Like, he has outgrown this thing. And then I have another big succulent here. And this guy is really usually super happy. He's kind of a little mad at me right now. I can see some little brown leaves on him, but anyway. I don't even know what this is called, but it's just big and beautiful. It's one of my favorite trees. And this is his baby. I don't know. It's just a little smaller. Super cute though. And here's my living room table. I have an aloe vera. I have this little miniature evergreen. It can grow up to 4 feet tall, but it's my first year with him. It's got a little bit of brown on him. I'm a little worried. And then this guy is the little baby from that cactus in the kitchen. And I have a spider up here. And I have a corkscrew here in this wall. Corkscrews like to be a little wet. And down here, these are my most angry plants. So they're super mad at me right now. That's why they're in this corner, because this is the happy corner. This is the corner where all the plants like to grow. So this is a Moses in a basket, which I've had since we were married, so over 10 years. And it's just, that's all that's left of it. It's really mad. Maybe it's just time. Maybe just time. Bill still has a bit of screen time left, and I think I'm going to need to do some doors and windows. This is my stuff that I do monthly. Like every month I try to do these things if they need to be done. So my windows really have a lot of fingerprints on them. I'm going to give you guys a bit of real life. This is my real freezer. Such a mess. But I have to take meat out, so I have to find the roast that is in here. Aha! Found it! Okay, cool. So, you know what, don't judge me. I got ice cream sandwiches, but I also have like homegrown garden carrots, rhubarb, tomatoes. We're healthy. We're healthy. I also love this eye patch. I have meat and produce and other, and so I keep track with a chalk pen. I just have the chalk pen up here, and then I can write down what I have and scratch it out or just wipe it off when it's done. So it's a handy way to keep track of what's in there. So while the kids are having screen time, I think I'm going to drink my cold coffee and check out what's happening on social media, because that's how I stay connected with you guys. I'm also going to have to do a little laundry. With a medically fragile child, our whole thing of washing hands, we don't use a hand towel up there anymore. We wash our hands. Everybody takes their own washcloth, dries their hands, puts it in the laundry, and we wash it that way, just to eliminate some germs because of medical reasons. So I gotta wash this thing. We need more towels. We're running low. Okay, so every day I put things on this clipboard for my grade 1, guide just for all of his things. We're doing Becca and spelling UC and my story from Master Books, a few different things, and then a few sheets from this book here. Get ready for the code. I like to rip them out so the kids know exactly what they have to do today. They can do extra if they're having so much fun, which sometimes happens. It's time for a break outside. So usually for lunch we just do like easy, like cold plate stuff. I have a couple of leftover tortillas, so I'm just gonna throw some. Oh, that's super thick. I'm gonna throw some cheese on a tortilla for the kids. I'm gonna have to break this up. I really should have grated it, but you know what? That's life. I'm just gonna melt this stuff on for him. What are you doing, little girl? Behind the weekly, I have my loops. I made a meal loop that I do, and here's my other loop. So here we have like our morning loop, and we did our morning basket, we went outside, different things. Afternoon loop, I have Bookwork, Brave Writer, Outside, and Nature Study. So Brave Writer, we're going to have to decide what we want to do for that, poetry tea time, or whatever we want to do there. And oh, this is just a morning basket loop as well for Bible and stuff like that. So we did go outside already. We did do some of our bookwork, but afternoon we're going to finish up our bookwork. And if we have time, we might go out and do some nature stuff. We will see. So my planner, I have bookwork, core subjects, extra subjects, and then afternoon routine, we have Brave Writer and extra looping. And core subjects for my 4-year-old is something from this book, Get Ready for the Code. And for my 6-year-old, it's Spelling UC. And then we have his Unbound books. We have Abeka Letters and Sounds, Abeka Language 1, and then Abeka Arithmetic. Those are core. My non-core subjects, if we have time for, I try to do the Maps book once a week with the Maps activity book and my story right here. So this is a back burner one. I'm not super enjoying this right now, but yeah, we're going to definitely do this when we have time, but it's going to be on the back burner. So if we're tired and we're good for bookwork and we're kind of full of all of that for the day, we will skip this. But if they're just eager to keep going, then we'll do a page in here too. Okay, so this afternoon we're going to do Brave Writer, and we're going to do tea time in our loop. So I'm going to make some tea, and we're going to sit down at the table, and we're going to read some poetry, and I always let the kids tell me a story that I write down for them. Okay, so baby is still napping. The boys are going to color some pictures to go with the stories that they made up, and I am going out to the garden. We're going to get this roast on. The great thing about this time of year is I have fresh vegetables in the garden, so I'm going to get some carrots and some onions to go in my roast. Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Beautiful little... And then hiding in the ground here, here's a little onion for me. Perfect. Oh, heck. Let's get some potatoes here. To steal a few from this hill. I won't dig the whole thing up. Well guys, I'm gonna call it a day. It's 4 o'clock. I got supper in the oven. We basically have free time for the rest of the afternoon till Daddy gets home. I was kind of thinking we did continents today in maps, so we might play Risk tonight, maybe, if I'm feeling like we should. And yeah, we might do a little bit of nature stuff, but basically anything formal is done. We're just gonna go with the flow for the rest of the day, and that's basically what our day is like. So I feel pretty organized and set for the evening. The only other thing that I do in the evening is after supper, I put baby to bed at 7, and then I usually listen to a podcast for an hour while the kids play with Dad, and I clean up and get ready for tomorrow, and then at 8 o'clock, boys go to bed, and then I either can do something productive, or I can do something for me, or for my husband and I, whichever. So that's basically how our evening goes. And I have that little bit of a time that's kind of flexible in the evening. So that's routine anyways. So hopefully that'll happen tonight. So I won't have a load of dishes and a messy kitchen tomorrow morning like I did this morning. But hey, real life. Thanks for tagging along with us today.